Hi everyone, welcome back to the Etymon Project. Today is the start of my new etymology series where I'm going to be going through SAT vocabulary words by groups of prefixes. So today's words are going to be with the prefixes im and in, which are both forms or different forms of the same prefix, and they both can mean either in or into or not. So those are kind of different, but they're just unrelated meanings that this one word has. I also included a visual aid on each slide because I think it's really helpful to see a picture that you can kind of associate with the word, and I tried to make it relate to the etymology somehow so you can really piece it back together. So hopefully those visual cues will help you get the words ingrained in your mind. Okay, so the first word is imbibe, and the etymology of imbibe is in, meaning in, plus bibere, which means to drink in Latin. So here's a picture of a drink to help you remember. And the definition of imbibe is to absorb or take in particularly ideas and knowledge. And the example sentence I have here is, during the lecture, she eagerly imbibed the professor's words and absorbed every detail. So it kind of just means to take it in, absorb it, ingest it, Okay, the next word is implicit. And the etymology of implicit is in, again meaning in, plus plicare, which means to fold. So I have a picture of cloth being folded, so you remember. The definition is implied but not directly expressed, so kind of like a hidden meaning. And that's kind of shown in the sentence I have here, which reads, the implicit meaning of the poem could be understood even though it was never outright stated. So there's an underlying meaning that you kind of need to go a little further to understand, even though it's not outright said. Okay, word number 3 is impede, and the etymology of impede is in, meaning into in Latin, and pedis, which means foot in Latin. So here's a picture of a shoe to help you remember the meaning of impede. And this basically means to prevent someone by hindering them. So you're kind of stepping in their path, I would say. It's a good way of thinking of it. And the sentence I have here is, the construction on the road impeded the flow of traffic and slowed down everyone's morning commute. So the construction was impeding, it interrupted the flow, it prevented the flow of traffic. Number 4 is impetuous. Impetuous comes from in plus petere, which means to attack. So you're kind of attacking into something, and that's clear with this picture of a bird as it dives. It's attacking its prey. And the definition means to act or move forcefully without thought. So you're kind of just going into something, attacking something without thinking about it. And the sentence is, the impetuous girl made a lot of impulsive decisions, like arguing with her teacher after a bad grade. So she's kind of just going into this fight without really thinking about it beforehand. Number 5 is implacable, and this word comes from in, meaning not this time. So there's the second meaning of the prefix in, plus placare, which means to appease in Latin. So I have this storm that's not being appeased, it's unable to be appeased, it just keeps going. And that's very similar to the definition, which means unable to be subdued or calmed, unstoppable. And the sentence is, there was nothing she could do to make her implacable boss happy. He was always displeased with something. So this boss is not pleased by anything, he's unable to be subdued, and the etymology basically just gives the definition here. Number 6 is inhibit, which comes from in, meaning in this time, plus habere, which means to hold. So we have a person holding hands. And the definition is to prevent or prohibit something from happening. So in a way, you're kind of holding it towards yourself, holding it in, holding it back. And the sentence is, the student's fear of public speaking inhibited his ability to participate in his classes. So this fear was holding him back from being able to speak up in his class. Number 7 is incensed, which comes from in, meaning in, plus candere, which means to shine. So it could also mean to be on fire, which is very related to the meaning in this picture here of a sparkler. And the definition is very angry and enraged. You're totally, completely mad. And the sentence is, the mother was incensed that her daughter had lied to her and grounded her for a week. So again, just mad to the point of being compared to fire. 8 is inadvertent, and this word comes from in, meaning not this time, and advertere, which means to turn towards something in Latin. So you're not turning towards something, which kind of, here's a picture of a turn to help you remember, and kind of relates to the definition as it means not intentional or deliberately planned. So you didn't mean to turn towards this thing. And the sentence is, he had an inadvertent encounter with a middle school friend at the store and was thoroughly surprised to see her. So he didn't mean to turn towards this goal of seeing her, but he did end up seeing her. Number 9 is inexorable, which comes from in, meaning not, and exorare, which means to prevail. And this word can be further broken down into ex and orare means to pray. I have this picture here of someone praying. Basically, I guess the history behind the word is that you would pray and then you'd prevail. That's what would come out of praying. So this kind of means to not prevail through praying, which is clear in the definition as it means unable to be stopped or of a person persuaded. So despite praying for something, asking for something, you're not able to get it. And the sentence is, the class could not convince their inexorable teacher to move the test to another day. So they really just can't convince her, and she's inexorable. They can't win over her will. Okay, and the last word for today is incumbent, which means, or it comes from in, meaning in, plus cumbere, which means to lie or recline on something. So I have a bed here to remind you of to lie. And the definition is necessary or obligated as part of a responsibility. So if something is incumbent, it means it's it comes with the package. It's part of your responsibility. You have to do it as a member of that thing. So the sentence I have is, it is incumbent for everyone to participate in environmental sustainability as people living on this earth. So as members of citizens of the world, it's part of our responsibility, and it's necessary for us to be environmentally sustainable. Okay, that's all. Thank you all for watching, and please make sure to subscribe for more videos. I know I have not been posting as much recently, but I'm definitely going to get back in the swing of things, and I'm hoping to continue both this and the NACLO Walkthrough series. So if you're here mainly for that, don't worry, I'm still going to be doing that as well. And I'm also going to try to add in some more types of videos, maybe some Latin translations of popular myths, which I think would be fun for people to learn. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.